staff, you can do with it as you will.
So we can sell it for profit.
You could do that. You could do that, absolutely. It seems like you are the typical dwarf, Rustpot, where all you think about is wealth and gold. Yes, you can do that, Rustpot, but do I recommend or suggest you do that? Absolutely not.
What's this staff do? Why is it so powerful, and why don't you want it? You just want us to get it from somewhere.
Why do you want us to find the kitten but only pet it? I don't understand.
Because,
I'm with her.
Folly, I want you to find the kitten because the kitten holds the secret for everything. The staff is the key. And you will find out what I mean by the staff is the key.
But
Now
you only care that the kitten is found. That is all?
No, we do not want the kitten to be found. And the kitten is the prophet, Darwa.
Alright, I'm confused. Sorry. So we've got a kitten, we are staff, and we've got to find the staff and separate it from the kitten, who's also a prophet.
Okay, so out of character here. Do you know anything about the lore of TitansGrave, Rustpot?
Yes, I do. Oh, Rustpot.
Good lord, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. You may want to read up about the lore. It's actually in the library. So, Prophet Darwa. Basically, the Chaos Wars happened because of the Prophet Darwa. Darwa was supposedly killed. All right. Now remember, Lester. You guys notice what he just said? That this is the key, and the kitten being, speaking of folly, is Darwa, and they do not want the prophet to find the staff.
Need to get this staff, and we need to destroy it or hide it forever. It's the key to something powerful.
Well, it is. If the staff becomes one with the prophet again, then we will fall into another Chaos Wars, and we do not want that. And yes, the prophet is still alive.
Dun dun dun. The prophet's still alive after all of these years?
Yes, the textbooks, the stories, all of the lore that has come down for the hundreds and hundreds of years since the Chaos War, yes, was all fabricated stories. Just so the public, the mass public, would not fear, would not have any kind of fear. Yes.
How do you know that frogs taste like chicken?
Because I was a part of this folly. I know for a fact that the prophet is still alive. And you, by the end of this journey, you will also remember everything about your past as well, Folly.
Oh.
Folly, you are... I don't think the time is right to tell you this.
No, tell her! Tell her! She needs to know how important she is to the plan.
I will say this. Folly, you are nearly my age.
I look at Folly. Yoshi, you're freaking old! I was kinda hot for you now, but now you're too old.
What did he say? I'm nearly what?
You're nearly his age.
Oh.
Find the staff. I will put 10,000 gold into everyone's accounts. This will give you enough money to do anything you want. Bring up residence here in Nestora and live well for quite a long time. I will give everyone 10,000 gold apiece.
That's more than fair. Is it 5,000 up front and then another 5,000 when we get the staff?
It is 10,000 upon completion, and I have confidence in all of you.
But we have to make sure the kitten doesn't get to eat the chicken.
That is correct.
Yes. If that prophet finds the staff, where is this prophet so we can avoid her? And where's the staff? Where we can begin to look? There's so many questions I have.
That is something that I really do not know the answer of. I will be honest. See, this is where folly will come into play in the grand adventure. Folly will come into this. Folly will help you find she will help you find the tomb that the prophet has been sealed in since the Chaos Wars. But as for the staff is separated from the prophet, and the staff can be found in the floating fortress called the Skyside Stronghold. The Skyside Stronghold was built by a very famous figure that Folly will also... and I'm sorry I'm being quite vague here, but I do not want to...
I understand. It's because you're old.
And please do not take this wrong, Folly, but if I put too much information into your head, it could cost you to possibly die.
Wow, that's really incredible.
Well, it's not like it could drive her insane.
Oh, that is just a mirage. She is not insane.
A mirage?
Yes,
Yep,
a hoax.
Candy is very good.
A hoax.
Right.
A ruse.
Well, why don't we go and see find the prophet and nail him down good and proper with an axe?
The prophet is not your main concern right now.
We need the staff.
Your priority is finding the staff of forlorn hope. That is.
I say.
That is
come
your
up
priority.
With a plan. Team Lester. Team Lester. Let's come up with a plan to get that staff. Everybody, hand in. Huddle up. Hand in. Nobody?
You don't want to embarrass your... You don't want to let this guy down right here and now.
Yeah, don't leave me hanging. Are we gonna high five
I'm
and all?
talking about the boss guy.
Oh, he's not gonna high five me. He's too old.
And he's a hologram.
His hologram might high five me. It looked like
Mr.
this.
Voss, Mr. Voss, you want us to find the staff of Forlorn Hope?
Yes.
Do we need to bring it to you, or okay, we need to bring it back to you?
As I said, you do not need to bring it back to me. You do with the staff as you wish.
But we need to collect it.
Yes.
You need to get
I say.
the staff
Go ahead.
out of the Skyside Stronghold. Yes, you do.
But why is the staff not safe where it is?
It is not.
But why? I mean,
We have-
the prophet's somewhere else. The staff's in a different place.
Correct.
It all seems hunky dory.
Yes, there has been reason to believe over the past several decades the prophet has gained a lot of her power back. And if she is to escape from this tomb, what do you think the first thing that she would be looking for would be, Rustbot?
A key.
You got it.
Which would be the Staff of Forlorn Hope. Correct. So,
Right.
find the staff.
The prophet.
No, I will, and you guys were all handed by, the escort that walked you, and everybody has a pad now. Sort of like one of these, yeah, everybody has the Nestor Pad 5000s or whatever they're called. So I'm
Thanks,
going to...
Mildred.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to bring up the map. Oops, wrong map.
But wait, Mr. Voss.
Yes.
Do we know what time it was yesterday?
Could you clarify a little bit more for me, poor Folly?
Where the kittens are? What time it was?
You are looking for the castle location? Is that what you're talking about?
Where do we go to find the kittens?
I'm going to show you on the map. You want to go to the Rust Waste, which is to the north.
Rust Waste for the staff. No.
Yeah, the Staff of Forlorn Hope is in
And
the
then-
Skyside. Yes, castle. It is a. It is actually very well known. It is supposedly an old ruin that nobody can get to because of the technology and that surrounds it and whatnot. And it is a floating sky a floating basically castle that's thousands of feet above the rust waste.
And to Folly's point,
Mm-hmm.
if this is where the staff is,
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that we totally avoid where the prophet is. So, what town is the prophet in? Can you share that with us at this point?
We do not know.
Okay,
That
so
is
not
something
even an
that
idea.
that is something that both you and both Folly, once the time is right to bring Folly back to reality, that is something that we'll find out. The answer of that question is in the mind of Folly. Hence the reason why she is the way she is right now.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yes.
I knew there was a
Lester,
pattern to her
shaking my
speech.
head in approval. Indeed.
Good
Time
being
has not aged you a
uncharacteristically
bit,
quiet.
Folly.
She is.
And then, Elwyn says, I remember Folly when she was a little girl.
Tell us a Folly story.
You'll learn plenty of Folly in the next coming days. I won't ruin anything for you.
Okay, because she never really tells about herself because it always kind of doesn't make any sense. She's like, when I was a little girl, I used to barbecue with a Barbie doll and in the dump truck. Never makes any sense to me. But this guy absolutely knows what the true calling of Lester is to make the Soren Empire rise again
Absolutely.
and enslave everybody.
Exactly.
Because I kind of doesn't that kind of conform to the prophets, breaking magic and technology and bringing back.
It all has to do with your ancestors and the blood of the heroes that flows through your veins.
I'm gonna keep that locked in my head.
Because remember, and Voss even says this: the blood of your ancestors that flowed through their veins is the same blood that flows through your veins. So the same tendencies, the same outlooks, the same agendas that were in their bodies 1,200 years ago are now in your bodies.
So that brings me a little bit of a
It
strange
has been
belief.
carried down from generation to generation to generation.
That's perfect for me. That's a nice inspiring thought for Lester, because now I know that there is a potential for me to rise above these puny groundlings and help to elevate the Soren Empire to what it once was. That's in his head, though. Outside, he's like, "Sweet, thanks, Mr. Voss." Ding.
And he sends a telepathic message to you, and he says, "Good luck with that, Lester. You have a lot of opposition."
Like I said, Glitter is uncharacteristically quiet and neither
Yes.
accepts or declines the offer, and rather disregards it and somewhat kind of walks out of the room.
And what's is wrong with you, Glitter, as you're walking out of the room? What is wrong with you?
She totally
Fame and fortune.
disregards him.
That is what you seek. That is what you desire. And I will give it to you. Of course you will earn it. But if I did not think that you were a glorious performer, the world needs performers, and I will introduce to the world Glitter.
We'll see what happens.
There are
Kind of just
always...
glances at him.
And then he says to the others, he says, and you give me a perception check. A perception check, Glitter.
Okay.
You could be the next horned rye toast.
I could be that without him. Kind of wish I'd said that under my breath. Perception.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
You
nice.
you definitely heard him. And this strikes deep. This actually strikes deep, Glitter. And as you're walking out and you go around the corner, Voss says, I hope she has a change of attitude, because I would hate for all of these years to go to waste, and I would have to hate to find another performer. for the job that lies ahead.
Ah, she can sing tales of our bravery.
We shall see. I hope she does not disappoint me. And, you know, you hear all of that, Glitter, as you're walking away. So.
Look for the nearest bar.
Yeah, you just get right back to the elevator.
Back to the elevator. Alright, hit me up.
Or, you know, the dining area. The dining area in the executive, on the executive floor. They also have a, you know, a quite empty bar. There's just one server, you know, just the server that, you know, there's one in the bar, there's one in the bar that's inside of the, you know, like I said, on one side is all of the facilities to get cleaned up, locker areas, changing areas, all that stuff, bathrooms.
You could,
on the other side, an
probably
eatery.
Drink whatever's coming out of those tubes going into Mr. Voss.
Ew.
The same thing, too.
Yes, in all their elvish deliciousness.
Oh,
Tastes
tell
like
him-
Elvin.
Whiskey, straight up.
he slams it down.
Alright, she slams it down too.
All right. So, my friends, is there any other questions that you do have? I will have everything ready for you. If there is anything that you need, you tell me.
Alright.
If you
I
need
know.
any kind of blasters, let me know. My associates will get you taken care of. Batteries, communicators,
Some batteries.
any kind of
Batteries would be
equipment,
sweet.
any armor, anything at all you need is at my disposal to you.
So we just talk to Mildred, or do we have to fill out some paperwork? How
Mildred
exactly do
will
we
take care of
procure
you.
the-
No, there is no official documentation that needs to be filled out, Lester.
I just knew if there was like an internal website I had to go to request something, but that's great. We'll just talk to Mildred. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Does anyone have any other
Pleasure
questions? It was
Mr.
an
Voss.
honor meeting you.
Mr.
Yes,
Voss, how
Deckard.
do we find the Skyside Stronghold?
The Skyside Stronghold. That is a very
Can
good
Russ-
question, and I'm glad you asked
Russ-
that, Deckard. I will be giving you my personal flying machine. My personal flying machine will take you there in the mornings. Mildred will show you to your headquarters.
Okay.
You will have the #1 suite, I assure you. There will be no expense that will be spared to show you hospitality. But I have also cleared your name, so you are free to travel around the store if you'd like. I do have a driver that is awaiting at your beck and call, so if there is anywhere that you would like to go to tonight, you have a free reign to do whatever you would like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, all expenditures will be taken care of by my company.
So we can get things like like a hunting rifle for any gigantic wee beasties that we may find.
Absolutely. If there is a rifle that you desire, Rustpot, that is not a problem. Or if you'd rather have a street sweeper or blaster, that would not be a problem. I don't know if you've seen our arms division yet, but there's a lot of nice technology that we do produce.
Aye, I'll have a good look through it in a second.
Well,
Who knows what you want?
yes, I'm thinking it's interesting to go. We can go to the #1 suite, and when I get through with it, we're gonna call it the #2 suite, if you know what I mean, because of the bathroom situation. Oh, this just keeps coming. I'm here all night.
You are just like the Saurians that I knew from many years ago. The same type of majestic attitudes. Quite striking. So,
Well, does anybody have anything else to say?
do you
before
think you
we-
will help me with this? I'm sure you probably will.
Alright.
You will be. Your names will live forever.
Aye, for the chance of glory and to get the heads of some more wee beasties above my fireplace, I'll do it.
And
For
you will.
money, I'll do it.
We'll
You
do
will
it.
no longer have any problems with the guilds as well. Any kind of snaps his hand. It kind of snaps his fingers, and all of the screens switch from all of these medical alerts and heart rates and stuff to actually all of the guild news channels, and all that they're doing is promoting of how valorous you are, and how your identity was mistaken, and it shows.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really taking care of that for you.
I think Lester's probably more impressed that the whole guy. So I turned to him and I go, "Oh, I can't believe all your systems are on the snapper. I love those commercials. Snap on, snap off, the snapper."
It's ancient technology. We've been using that for thousands of years. See Mildred. He will take care of all of your needs. And good luck, and I'll see you when you get back. There will be much to discuss upon your arrival back.
As long as you're not planning on double-crossing us, I'm well up for this.
If I wanted to kill you, seeing that I really barely do not know you, Rustpot, I would have killed Deckard, Folly, Lester, and Glitter many, many years ago if I did not think that if they would prove worthy enough to fulfill this obligation that we need done. They would have been taken care of many years ago. And in fact, we've been watching over them and making sure that no one has compromised them.
Oh, that's alright then, as long as we understand each other.
You have nothing to worry about, Dwarf. You will get rich.
Oh, that's even better.
Sounds good.
Oh, also, one more thing before I forget. Deckard, my senses... Yes, hold on, I'm getting some readings. Yes, sensory show that you have some type of technology on you. Perhaps diskettes or...
Yes, I have a piece of a disc, yes.
Yes, do you mind leaving that with me so we can analyze that?
Sure.
I will be able to help you once you return as well.
If you could teach me Orcish, that'd be awesome too.
Orcish. Yes, yes, it is. It definitely does involve the Orcish heritage. Just leave everything on the table. I can't physically touch anything, as you know. And I will.
That must be a real bugger when you get nicked.
So you want to leave the paperwork that you had found and the diskette with him?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Give me a perception check just to make sure that you feel safe about doing this. Yeah, you definitely feel safe. Because I know that you sounded a little hesitant at first about leaving this with him, with Elwyn, but you feel rather confident that nothing will happen to your belongings.
Okay. And I hand over the disc with the
the little file box
with the documents inside.
Sounds good.
And it just falls straight down because holograms can't hold stuff.
Yeah, and Elwyn says that he looks at you, Deckard, and says, "This is interesting indeed. This is something that has been searched for quite some time. Hopefully, if our hunches are correct, this is a very big deal, and still could be a very big deal to this day. So, Mrs. Mildred will see you to all of your rooms. Enjoy your stay. If there's anything you need, please do not hesitate to ask."
I don't think that'll be much.
All right. So what does everybody want to do? You have the whole entire night until you are supposed to proceed to the Wastelands to go to Skyside Stronghold.
Does #1 suite have pay-per-view, Dave?
It is anything you need.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Aye, and I'm just wondering where I'm going to get, how I'm going to fit 1,000 naked women into our room.
You don't even have to ask. It is just there for you. So, Glitter, you can. Mildred comes back into the dining area and comes to the bar and says, "Mildred, Glitter, would you like to be taken to your accommodations?"
No, thank you. I'll be fine where I am right now.
Okay, I will have security show you the door then. Thank you.
Thank you. Then I continue to drink my whiskey. Another shot.
Okay.
You're going to get kicked out of the whole place, Glitter.
You ain't even in here, so hush up over there.
You're not going to get your 15,000 gold.
Yeah.
Hush up over there, Mr. Lester. Unless you're coming to drink with me.
So as Mildred leaves, as the bartender puts down another shot down for you, and you can hear the door open up behind you again, and several cybernetic soldiers come into the room, and you can sense sort of like a static electricity behind you, and you can hear them clicking as they're walking up to you and say, Mrs. Glitter, you're supposed to come with us. You're being escorted out of the building.
Out of the building?
Yes. It is. We have gotten word from Mildred that you are not. I guess you should say, not being too friendly.
Don't think I said anything to him that was unfriendly. Only that I was leaving. Only that I left the room.
Mm-hmm. And when you were being shown accommodations, he told us that you did not want the accommodations. So we are going to let you have your own accommodations throughout Nestora. Of course, that will be on the cost will be on your behalf.
Oh, no problem. I can see myself out. And she just gets up and walks out.
And as
hold on, just one minute. Are we going to let these tin pot pointy heads throw one of our party out the door? She's one of us.
As you know, Mildred is out there. Well, Mildred turns to everyone and says, Mr. Voss is being a very gracious host, and if she does not want to stay here at Voss headquarters, she does not have to. She
maybe
can
it's
stay.
Because you're old and you just didn't hear what I said. I said that I did not want to go to my room at this time because I'm drinking.
Well, then, Mrs. Glitter, you should have probably told it that way to me, because, I am very old, and maybe I may not comprehend things as you young whippersnappers intend it for it to be taken. So if you would like to delay on going to your quarters, then here is your card. It's his so-and-so location, as he takes his little wand and touches it to your pad that's on the bar, and says, your pad will show you the way to your quarters. Do not forget you have an appointment tomorrow, because you were not in with the meeting with Mr. Voss. You still have an appointment tomorrow, and have a good night. And he walks away from Glitter, walks out to the rest of everyone else.
Alright, I'll go back to my drinking.
Okay.
Getting hammered here, guys.
So what do you?
Up to my room later.
So what do you guys do for the rest of your night? You guys explain to me what you guys do for the rest of the night until when you are supposed to be making the journey to Skyside Stronghold in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna make a list of things we need, or the things that I need, such as a couple of extra batteries, a blaster rifle, that sort of thing, some rations, mobile taxidermy kit, wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow.
Taxidermy
For all
kit.
the money. He wants the taxidermy because he had that head of that.
Yeah.
He just started to rot.
Mildred says, yes, please leave that hideous thing here. We will take care of that for you.
As long as
Please
you
get rid of
rid
that stinky goddamn thing. You're dripping blood and snot everywhere throughout the headquarters. Ugh.
Aye, I know, lad. I'd like you to arrange for it to visit a taxidermist to get it properly stuffed.
We will spare no expense for you, sir.
Thank you very much.